How's it going, everyone? Jace Hunt here for another episode of the Gridiron Diaries. This is episode 3, and this is a really special week because the first game was announced of the GQ season, and it is on August 12th. The team that we're going to be playing against and the venue is yet to be announced, but August 12th, mark it in your calendars. Be sure to get down there. It's going to be so rad. So, this week, we're not too far away now from the first game, and Monday night we had full team scrimmage, and it was wicked. Just getting physical with guys. Especially with tonight with watching the film. We actually had our very first film session, so which is really cool because it's just like what you see in the American football movies, where you sit around, you really analyze, you point out what's gone wrong, and to a point where I thought I was getting physical, I actually need to get more physical. So it was really cool to sort of see that and get it pointed out. So it's really different to what I've done with professional wrestling, in the sense of watching your matches back and having it critiqued and everything like that. Like with professional wrestling, from what I've experienced of it, it's been a very much a one-on-one critique, where you'll sit down with your trainer, or your trainer will watch it and he'll give you feedback wherever, Facebook Messenger or wherever. But what's really cool about this way of doing it is you're separated into your teams, your offense, your defense, and everyone can pick apart things. There's guys that can pick other things up that other guys missed, just little things here or there, not intentionally. It's just, as you're going through it, some things may stand out more to one guy than what it would the other, and which is really awesome, because then you just get a whole full scope of, of where you need to improve, which is really good. I wasn't the only rookie there, which was awesome to see. Really good to see more rookies were there in the film session. So we were very lucky enough to have it at the club president's premises, who does an audio-visual setup, and yeah, we're pretty spoiled, to say the least. We're pretty spoiled in that regard. So thank you very much, Regan. So Monday, full team scrimmage. Was able to get in there. I was playing rover position again, which is is the outside linebacker role. Not really what I'm used to. For the last few weeks, I've really been learning the inside linebacker role. Even though the inside linebacker, you're the general of the defense, and you got to know what everyone is doing. But for me, when I find, okay, inside linebacker, what does an inside linebacker physically do? Okay, mentally I need to know what's going on, my awareness, right? But what do I physically need to do to get in there to stop it? That's what sort of trips me up a little bit. So, but it's really awesome. And so we had a lot of the guys there. It was just really cool. A lot of shit talk, which is always good. So yeah, the film session was awesome. I really enjoyed it, and there's only one negative thing I can say about the film session at this point. I have to wait 5 days until I can actually get out there and actually really work on the weaknesses of seeing, okay, this is what I've got to remember to do. That's 5 whole days, and I'm pumped up now. I'm pumped and ready to go now. Like, I want to go out to the Balimba rugby fields tomorrow and just start throwing down with the guys. So that's really the only negative about the actual of a film session, is you have to wait for the very next training session. And unfortunately, we're not, we're not professionals at this, so it's not like we do this for a living type deal. So, unfortunately, not yet anyway. That's the goal. That's the goal, to get the guys there, to get these teams to the point where they can be doing this for a living. That's the overall goal of what I'm trying to do here, is to help these guys out like that. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. So next week, more team scrimmages, which is always going to be good. So yeah, so August 12th, it's going to be the first game. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really good to have everything actually come into a line, have all the teams come into a line. It's It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. It's going to be a very eye-opening experience, you know. Like, I remember the first time I got out there and had my first wrestling match. It was pretty daunting. You know, my very first wrestling match, that I consider my very first wrestling match, was at AWA Grindhouse. And it was against AJ Istria, my trainer. And, yeah. It's a good thing it's not filmed. So, yeah, I did not have it was very much deer in the headlights type. Yeah, it was very much deer in the headlights. And anyway, that's pro wrestling is not what this is about. So, but what I mean by that is, come the first game with the Ravens, I don't feel as though it is going to be like that. Purely because with pro wrestling, it's very much a one-on-one. You're working with someone. Even if tag team, it's still, you may be 2-on-2, but it's still very much individual to an extent. Whereas as gridiron and American football is concerned, is you have your individual roles that you have to know, but it's all very much a team. So I mean, if someone's out of position and they come and they leave an open gap, then it either makes your job 10 times harder, and if they do cover it properly, well then you're pretty, you know, it makes your job a lot easier. You can get into positions a lot easier. So yeah, so that's about it for this week. So be sure to tune in next week, have more of an update. Hopefully we find out very, very soon who we're up against in our first match. And I'm going to see if I can chat to some of the guys as well. So for next week's episode, if any of them, hey, look, if you guys want to just talk the shit, it's not going to be like the last one where, you know, I'm going to have questions and you just ask for the camera. It's going to be a chat. Like that's all it is. It's going to be a chat and for a way to get people to know you guys. So let me know. Yes, it's directed to you, all the boys at the Bayside Ravens. Let me know if you want to have a chat on camera and, you know, do your part for the social media point of the club. Let me know. I'd love to have a chat to you guys and see what happens. So, alright guys, so hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Be sure to stick around for next week, and I can't wait to give you some more updates to come, and more importantly, cannot wait for Game 1. See you on the field.